right, Stranger Things. Season 5 is finally upon us. I guess we won't be getting a season 6 or 7, huh? No? No? Alright. So, yeah, I mean, as you guys might know, my kids are quite big Stranger Things fanatics. Have been for many years now. And Oliver is the only one that's sporting the Stranger Things merch currently. We were all wearing Stranger Things stuff yesterday.
I wasn't, actually.
I was.
Oh, you weren't?
No, I weren't.
Oh. Well, she's a fake fan.
Yeah,
Confirmed.
I'm the only fake fan here, but the rest of them are all real fans.
Even though you have one.
I have I have two.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Thanksgiving now, so I'm wearing my Thanksgiving shirt that I wear every year. And Ellie dressed up for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Kaylee's still a fake fan.
Yes.
And Oliver never changes.
Just kidding.
So yeah, obviously we only got the first 4 of 8 episodes released yesterday. We were on it at 6:00, except for it glitched. We didn't have to deal with any crash though. I heard people waited up to 30 minutes to watch because they crashed. We tried to press play at 6, but it didn't come on for us until like 6:02 or 03 maybe. But we didn't have any issues from there. As soon as we pressed play, we got to watch it continuously right through with no issues. So thankfully it wasn't a big mess up. But I have heard that a couple people were experiencing some severe outages. So yeah, I mean, obviously spoilers. If you haven't watched the show, then do so. I can't imagine you're here if you hadn't. But we start this about a year and some odd months after the end of the 4th season. I had hypothesized, just because this show is so centered around the 80s, that this show would take place in late 89, and that the show would end kind of like on New Year's of 1990, just kind of saying goodbye to the 80s. But because they have planned spin-offs and whatnot, I guess they probably want to stay in the 80s for those, and that's probably too big of a time jump. I just thought that because the actors are so much older, and because the show's set in the 80s, that this would make the most sense to do a significant time jump to really, explain why these kids look so much older. Because it's only been 4 years.
Yeah.
And they've aged 9 years. And they look like they've aged 9 years at least. Who do you think looks the oldest of the kids? Dustin, for me.
Yeah.
Was definitely the one that's like, you are looking.
Dustin and Lucas are
Lucas for
also
sure.
looks a lot more grown up.
Mike doesn't look that much different than he did last season.
Will does too, though. I think also Will. Maybe.
He doesn't look as much older.
That's true, I guess.
Jonathan looks much older. Jonathan really looks older.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve looks very similar every season for some reason. I don't feel like he's aging much at all.
Yeah, he kind of has the same face.
Yeah. Nancy's definitely... I mean, they're all older, for sure.
Yeah.
But I really noticed it in Dustin this season.
Yeah.
Every time they showed him, I'm like, bro, you look older. Like, you look a lot older than last season. Because this is only supposed to be a year later, and it looks like it's 5 years later for him. But anyway, that being out of the way, I don't really care, right? Like, as long as we get the story, I'm always willing to suspend the disbelief. I don't really care. What do I want? I'm going to, want them to recast them. I mean, people who call for that are always weird to me, because I'm like, you want them to look the same age, but completely different people?
That would be so ridiculous.
That to me is just silly.
That.
So I'm fine. It just, it takes what it takes. And sometimes in order to get quality, it takes a long time. Do I think that the hiatus is a little absurd? Yes. I think 3.5 years is pushing it. That's a little a little ridiculous. Especially since, like, this wasn't a COVID issue, right? Like, COVID happened 5 years ago. So I'm not really sure what the hell it took them so long.
I think productions still have some issues, though, with that, because I think that there's still some, like, masking and stuff that goes on, and, like, I think there's still some precautions taken on sets.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, ultimately a good thing.
I guess we should just probably jump into the show and talk about it at this point. So I think one of the big notable things here for me is that they made Holly Wheeler a much bigger character.
Yeah.
And that they recast her, which was odd since the actresses that played her previously are about this age. Now, I had suspected and was right, because I had to Google it before we started here, that the reason she was recast, as expected, is because they didn't think that the actresses who they had playing her previously had the acting range to take on this role, because there was so much going to be demanded of her as a character this season, and they needed someone who had more chops for that. I think that's kind of similarly what they did with McKenna Grace in the Conjuring Annabelle Comes Home movie as Judy Warren, where they were like, we need someone who, like, really can act, who's going to be a focus of this. And yeah, I mean, Holly is kind of really a background character in every other season, but she's a really prominent, like, she's the Will Byers of season 1 in this season.
Will's not in season. Really, he's in the first episode.
I should say season 2. I guess that's kind of more. I guess if we were to get more of a focus on Will and his time in the Upside Down. What's cool though is as we do get an opening here that shows more time with Will during season 1 in Castle Byers, as a Demogorgon chases him down, something we didn't get to see previously. And we get to see his connection to Vecna, who he had met, but I guess didn't remember because he was incapacitated and infected, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you guys think overall? Were you happy with episodes 1 through 4?
Very. I think they're really good. They were pretty epic for, like, last season. I feel like they jumped right into it, as we kind of already talked about.
What was your favorite episode?
The 4th one.
The last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. What about you, Oliver? Did you have a favorite?
Yeah, probably the 4th one.
Also the last. Yeah, that was my favorite too. I feel like that was probably the best of all 4 of them so far.
Yeah, I mean, the show, it does. I mean, it just jumps right into it. I think that we're not really focusing on doing much character building now. I feel like everything's established.
Yeah.
We've waited long enough.
Yes, Will had a lot of character building.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Very
A
much
lot.
so.
But there's just so many characters, and I think people waited so long. I think they was just like, look, we need to get to it. Let's just get to the action. Let's get to everything. Let's just get this at breakneck speed. Now, I do want to address the predictability, because we talked about this last night, and I had talked about how, yes, when everything started to happen, we all sat there and were like, okay, this is going to be Max. This is going to be 8 or Callie. This is going to be whatever. And it was all those things, right? And, when we were talking about that, I was like, I don't want to make that seem like it's a negative, because that's not how I took it at all. To me, the predictability of the things that are happening is just the writers doing what they should be doing, right? Because it makes sense to the fans, right? Us as the fans sitting there who have been watching this for almost a decade, we should probably be able to guess certain things that are going to happen, because we're so, connected to the material at this point. So I know a lot of people always see predictability as a negative. Yeah. And for me, when I saw those reveals, it was like, yeah, okay, that's what it should be. it's unpredictability that would make me go, I don't know. I don't know if you guys put enough thought into that one, because this is what it should have been, right? So when those things happen, I just hope people, I don't know. I haven't really looked. I haven't looked at anybody's opinion, what everyone's saying, how everyone's feeling. Honestly, I don't really care.
What did you think about, like, the predictability? Did you feel like it was, like, you liked it, and, like, you...
I feel like it was good, because then it just didn't make sense, and it's more like, okay, like, this is smart, this is cool, this
like
is
what
good.
he was saying, yeah. What about you? I feel like both of you guys were saying a lot of stuff, but Oliver, I feel like you were calling a lot of shots, too.
It's, like, it's kind of sad, though, because, like, it's fun to be surprised.
Yeah.
But, like, it's good, because, like, I like the things that we're called. We just need to stop being so smart.
Yeah, true. We just need to not know it as well. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're talking about someone who guessed what song Eddie was going to play on the guitar based on literally nothing other than he played a song in a trailer, and I was just like trying to figure out what it would be, and I was like whittled it down to like it has to be Master of Puppets. It's the only thing that makes any sense. Especially with being Vecna and everything. It just made most sense, and it happened, and I was like, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? And if they would have played some, like, lame song that didn't make sense,
you would have been upset
that would have been annoying.
Yeah.
Right? But because I was able to guess it, because it all made sense to me in my head when I was putting together all the pieces,
yeah,
it was like, okay, the writers know what they're doing.
I feel like, I think everything so far has been really good with the story. Like, nothing is too crazy, but it was still satisfying. Like, even though it was, like, predictable in a way, I still felt, like, happy with how the story is going so far.
The production value on this season is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very clear that they spent a tremendous amount of money. I had read that the budget was $400 million. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but it feels accurate. I mean, from everything that we've seen so far, it feels big, it feels epic, it feels expensive, and I feel like they're really using that. I think that the use of Vecna has been sparing so far, which makes sense. We're building to him.
Yeah.
So I'm liking it. We also guessed, of course, that Mr. What's it was going to be Henry.
Yeah.
That was very obvious.
So when...
Yeah, his outfit alone.
Yeah,
Karen,
I saw his hand. I was like, that's
you saw his hand?
Yeah, I was like, that's him.
Yeah. When Karen was like starting to write out his name, we were like, is this supposed to be a reveal right now? Because as soon as she put an H, it was like, come on. We had already guessed it was Henry at that point.
I mean, even before we saw his clothes, we knew it was him.
Of course, yeah. I mean, who else could it be?
Well,
It could have been a new character.
It could have been a new character, but that would have been
him being it's supposed to like be like wrapping
That's
it up.
True. Yeah, exactly.
Being like, yeah, obviously Vecna's the person they're looking for.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it could have been something stupid, right? And that's what you worry about. This is why I'm saying the predictability isn't a bad thing. Because if it was like, Papa or something,
right? Yeah.
Brenner, you'd just be like, what? No, this guy's dead, and he needs to be dead.
Do
right?
you? Okay.
Same thing with like Eddie Munson or something. It's like these people need to be dead.
That's my question. Do you think that we're gonna see Eddie Munson at all? Like
no,
in some
I don't think so. No. I don't think so.
No.
Like at all. He's not gonna show up in the
maybe someone will be like
down.
dreaming, but no, there's no way.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think we'll see him at all. I just don't see any reason to put him in here. I think it takes away from his death if you do. He needs.
Well, the reason I'm wondering is because Max is going through memories in this, so it's like she could like interact in a memory with.
I mean, Max
like if
doesn't.
She's going through Vecna's
Max
memories.
doesn't really have a connection to Eddie.
No, not her memories. She's like in Vecna's memories.
I get that, but like.
I don't know. I was just wondering, like, because, like, maybe, like, they get stuck somewhere and, like, he comes in and helps.
But Vecna doesn't even really have any, relationship with Eddie either, right?
But the Demobats killed him. So
yeah, that's kind of what I was meaning, like...
I don't see it happening.
I don't know. I was just wondering.
I feel like it's just fanfare, and it wouldn't service the story in any way.
Well, when he shows up...
When he shows up, I will have...
I'm going to pull this clip of you and be like...
Yeah.
I mean, it's possible he shows up in some capacity, like a flashback or something.
Yeah.
But I
also
don't
mostly
see
wonder
anything.
just
Not
because,
present.
like,
I don't see anything.
Dustin this season is definitely, so far at least, like, obviously he's dealing a lot with the death of Eddie and, like, how everyone has villainized him.
Yeah.
Like, he's literally getting bullied for wearing
Well, he was the one
Hellfire
that was
Club
there
shirt.
when he died.
Right,
so
I know.
he knows what he did.
But it's like, yeah, there's, like, just, you know, maybe, like, some closure that he's looking for. And I was just wondering if it could come about in that way and somehow. But I don't know.
Yeah, how would you want to do that?
I don't know how I would want to do that. I
Yeah.
mostly just am wondering.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I feel like
writer.
I feel like Dustin this season has kind of been a little bit in the background, in my opinion. Like, the bullies bullied him a little bit, but I don't feel like they haven't really focused on him that much.
He was, like, missing for
Well, he
the whole-
disappeared for like
yeah.
an episode and a half at least.
Yeah.
Right, because he was beat up and I guess knocked out in a graveyard.
Crazy.
And then he just pulled up on his bike and lied to everyone. I'm not really sure why
Well,
he's lying.
He lied, but they all know he's lying because he's
I
like, I
know.
fell into like a telephone pole or something, and it's like,
And his story kept changing.
Is
yeah.
he like? Why do you think he's lying? Like, why not just say like the bullies beat me up because I was at Eddie's grave? Like, what's the
Because
point?
he doesn't want like attention or like sympathy or anything.
Or maybe he's just really upset about it and doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, or that too.
Well, I just feel like everyone's kind of moved on from Eddie and he hasn't.
Yeah.
And maybe he just doesn't want them knowing about it because he doesn't feel like they care
Yeah.
like he does. Right?
Yeah. That
I
could be
mean,
part.
yeah, he was the only one who was there, so it's the hardest for him because he was the closest to Eddie.
Yeah.
And he was there with him. So, yeah.
Where's Dustin's mom is the question.
Hmm.
Where the hell is this kid living right now? Because he seems to just be out doing whatever he wants currently.
Yeah.
His mom just seems to have disappeared from the picture completely.
Yeah.
Because everybody else's parents
yeah,
are
what about
involved in
Lucas?
this to some
Exactly.
degree.
Like Lucas's
Like,
parents.
Lucas's parents, we've seen his parents before. That's not like they don't exist. Especially with Erica.
Talk about
Like, they-
sidelined. Erica's
Yeah.
sidelined.
I know.
She just goes to that girl's house, gives her the pie, drugs her, and then I don't feel like we see her again.
No, we see her like in the barn, and she's like,
Yeah.
Well, she's in the background. Like, they
Barely.
literally didn't even bring her up till like the fourth
I
episode
know.
or like late third episode.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Erica definitely gets sidelined hard this season. But
But
they're-
it's
because
really a
she's
major
freaking so
or a bigger
old,
character.
and they're
I
like
know.
she's supposed to be playing like a 12 or 13-year-old.
Oh my god, she looks so old. I saw her in a video
Jeez.
where she was like walking with the other kids to some, like they were at a premiere or something, and like the young kids who play like Holly and Derek and whatnot were with her, and they look like her children.
Oh no.
It was credible. It was
You just
incredible
have to
how much older she looked
suspend
than
the
them.
disbelief.
Yeah.
Did you have any like favorite little just moments, like little scenes that happened? You know, like anything. It doesn't have to be little. It can be big. It can be like a big scene. But like, was there anything that anybody really liked?
I mean, yeah, I like
I like everything, bro.
a lot of big
Everything.
scenes, but I think, seeing Will, of course,
Yeah.
take on this new
Yeah.
supernatural power that he's drawing from Vecna. I mean, I called that very early once he
We've
started to
known
kind of...
Yes.
What's that?
Forever. We've known it forever.
Yeah.
I feel.
But I figured we were going to see it at some point during this, that he was going to be like the anti-Vecna.
Yeah.
That he was going to be the yin to his yang.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
until he goes haywire and just killing
I mean, one time I was going through like a D&D thing, seeing like something of like Will's powers that are like against Vecna.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and the Clay was like, that's a spoiler.
So,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of been expected. I mean, Will, of course, is the first kid to really go into the Upside Down.
Yeah.
He's tethered to the Mind Flare. He's been struggling every time something happens to the hive mind. He's affected.
Yeah.
It makes the most sense. If Will wasn't affected in this way, if he wasn't connected to Vecna in that way, now is he as powerful or I mean, he seems even more powerful than 11 at this point. 11 couldn't, control 3 demogorgons from different areas and crush them all. Like it took all her power. She literally, like at the end of season 1, she like burned that Demogorgon into the wall, which like made her also go into the Upside Down. I don't really understand how that worked, but regardless, that took like almost everything out of her.
She was also like 11.
Yeah.
She also went up
they
against.
They have different powers for sure.
She, I mean,
like,
at the
Will's
end of season 2, she was in that big, opening, that big huge open area, and she was fighting against all the Demogorgons.
Yeah.
Right. But Will straight up like froze them in place and broke them like Chrissy.
Yeah, that was really cool.
And that's literally what happened to them, right? It was almost a complete recreation of Chrissy's death.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was just using like his powers, but
right.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that? It's like he can like.
I know, that's what I was wondering too, because he feels their pain, but I think he's like supposed to have like pushed past that.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought the same thing too, because I thought when they killed one of them that he was gonna like die or like pass out or I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Well, when he gets hurt, they all start to hurt.
Right.
And this is when he starts to like tap in to the power instead of and it's the talk with Robin.
Yes.
About the
Rockin' Robin.
Yeah, I love that actually.
That was great.
I love her like being a DJ.
Yes.
Leaving them messages over the radio.
Yeah.
Coded messages for the crawl. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any issues with any of the writing or anything that happened.
I don't at all.
I feel like Ted should have just died outright.
Yeah.
And I think that Karen probably should have died maybe after she told them about Henry. But it looks as though they're both going to live, which is kind of insane to me. I feel like this show definitely has a bit of, they don't like killing their characters.
Yeah.
Much at all.
One of my favorite scenes was when all the kids are at the military base and Derek's like getting them to meditate and then he's like
keeps slapping them on the head
with the like ruler. That was crazy.
There was a lot of negativity around Derek Turnbow.
What? He was so fun.
In the promo stuff. Right, like when he was showing up, people were just like rejecting him out of it and being like, absolutely not. And there's like a lot of videos of like people freaking out, thinking that like Steve was going to sacrifice himself to save Derek and that they were going to riot if that happened.
I thought it was his character.
I'm just hating on this kid because he's fat.
It was really fun.
It's really what it is.
His character was really funny.
People are just superficial.
Like he was such a little asshole and then he becomes delightful.
Don't you suck a fat one?
That's his catchphrase. Which is crazy.
Yeah, I thought he was pretty funny.
The fact that he ate 2 slices of the drugged pie and then still woke up and they were like, how is he awake? Like, what's happening?
Yeah,
because but also realistically, his reaction is 100% accurate. Like if you woke up and you were like tied up in a barn, he would be like, "Yeah, you're trying to kidnap me." Like, no.
He blows their plans, right?
He does. He messes everything up, but it's okay because then he helps them again.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't have any issues with really anything. I mean, there's obviously like absent characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Argyle is gone.
They don't even bring his name up.
No.
He probably went back to California.
Yeah.
That would make sense. I mean, he lives there.
Why would he be?
Right. Why would he be around?
Yeah.
He did help them out. You would think maybe he'd hang out. I have a feeling we'll get him in some capacity. I had suggested that when they are going for the big fight, they're like, we're gonna need more help. We're gonna need more people, and Murray is gonna smuggle in him and Susie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but why would Susie be there?
Dustin's girlfriend. Because we haven't heard from her yet.
They probably broke up because he was so depressed after Eddie that he was just like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
You would think that there would at least be a mention of her name.
Yeah, there's a lot going on though.
There is a lot
happening. So they'd be like, oh, where's Susie?
Yeah.
Sure.
I bet she'll probably get brought up at some point. And Argyle. I will not be surprised if we hear about them in the next episodes.
I think Jonathan might give him a call.
Yeah.
Because right now Jonathan's got his head on asking Nancy to marry him. And Steve, of course, and him are doing this love triangle, fighting for her attention kind of thing, which, I don't know. They love to do this with all of the big fantasy franchises where there's like kind of the love triangle of who's gonna get the girl. Some of them cop out by just being like, "Oh, you're actually brother and sister, so we don't have to deal with that anymore."
That would be crazy.
But yeah, I just feel like Jonathan and Nancy were, I don't know. I don't really like them together. I don't think that in the last season I felt like they were finished.
Yeah.
And now we're like engagement. Like, what?
He's just trying to fix it.
They were like both trying to get away from each other last season, and now we're just like, we're going to get married.
I don't think it's going to work out. I kind of won't be surprised if she doesn't end up with either of them.
Because Steve doesn't really have any time now. I mean, there's no time to try to establish some other romantic interest, right?
No.
Like, he's gonna end up single at the end of this show.
Perfect for all
or
the fans.
Dead.
So all the fans can be like, "There's still a chance."
We have any guesses on who's gonna die this season?
Oof.
You think Max?
11.
So we didn't even
maybe
talk
11.
about. Did we even talk about Max and the fact that she's living in Vecna's world outside of her body?
It's really sad, especially
she
because she
can
got
see-
really close to getting home and
Yes.
like lost the connection.
Just because the song ended.
Stopped, yeah.
And he didn't put it back on.
He was turning it.
Did
He
the
was
tape-
putting it back on. I know.
Did the tape end, or was there an electrical surge that made it stop? Because he
It
did
ended.
flip it,
It ended.
but the song was still in the middle of the song.
I don't know.
I
Then.
don't
Maybe they
yeah.
just
I
kept
thought
recording
it
it over
ended.
and over.
But
I thought the song
maybe
was
not.
still like going,
The
and then the
tape
tape
is
just
like
stopped.
really long. Like it's like been repeated so many times that maybe.
So they only recorded it They recorded it over and over, and then like at the last. I don't know. I'd have to listen to it again, but I thought it just kind of like stopped because maybe Vecna was like, no. You know what I mean?
Maybe, yeah.
Like he thought she was gonna get out, and he purposely stopped the
What do
tape,
you
which
think?
then made Lucas think like, oh, it needs to be flipped over and rewound.
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't really matter, but
were
Max
you gonna
is
say?
in there.
What do you think the memory is that keeping him out
I was
of
wondering
his
that too. I don't know. I was literally just thinking about that though. He looks really freaked out when he like sees the cave though.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, he looks really scared. So I don't know.
So we got the flesh wall that circles the town,
Yeah.
which
you
no
think
one
it's
can
the
get
same?
through.
Do you think it's
But that's what I was
circling
thinking.
Hawkins and only Hawkins?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like
but
beyond it, the upside down doesn't exist. It's a Hawkins or
It's
Hawkins
only Hawkins that's like upside down
down?
and yeah.
because like why would the whole world have an upside?
Yeah.
I don't know, because
Probably.
when he gets sent into the Upside Down by 11 in season 4, it looks like an open world. Like when he's falling through the sky and it's like huge, it looks
Well, maybe
like
he
endless.
only created the upside
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's not the upside down where he is. Maybe he creates the upside down.
What's beyond the wall, the flesh wall? Like
I don't know.
that's where he's at, and they
I
can't
don't
get to
know.
him.
Well,
No, I don't think so.
Well, when
Because I remember
Vecna like is in the upside down, it looks like where Max is when she's trying to get out.
Yeah.
But what I'm thinking is that the wall that she's at is like because Holly and her are in some like fantasy world
Yeah, but
that
where is the
Vecna
wall?
has created in his mind, and Max is living in Vecna's fantasy reality that he. I just don't know why
But wherever
Holly fell.
is like where Will sees her.
I don't know why Holly fell for Vecna's tricks when she saw the Demogorgons attack her mom in front of her.
Because she thought that he saved her
Yeah.
from that.
Yeah, that's what
And
he
like
tells
she's
her.
just like he's like, oh, like you don't want to get to the monsters.
Yeah.
Like where like your mom and dad were.
She doesn't realize until Max tells her everything, and then she believes Max. But yeah, she didn't think that the Demogorgons were like being controlled by him.
I do think that she, like, recovered from seeing her mom and dad, like, dead
Fast.
really quickly.
Yeah.
Like, she's just, like, going around dancing.
But he does
I
tell
think
her,
she
like,
might be
he
just
says...
kind of...
Well, I think he tells her, like, I'm going to save your parents, too. So I think she thinks,
so.
like...
That's,
it's good.
he did say
so
that.
she's probably like, they'll be okay.
He did say
But
that.
you're right. She's, like, over it fast. She's, like,
But
running around
then
that
It would
house.
still be
She doesn't
traumatizing to
worry
see your
about
mom.
it.
Like
Yeah,
that.
you would still be worried. You'd
She
still be
like when Max tells her everything about him, I feel like she would be like, "Oh my god, my parents."
Yeah,
I
definitely.
feel like this fantasy world that he puts her in doesn't allow her to think straight.
Maybe. And then that's why he's like, don't go into the woods. Because
Yeah.
it's, like, outside of the, like, little bubble of happiness. But then, obviously, she goes to the woods, and that's where Max tells her everything.
Do you think that's
So.
because he knows Max is out there?
Yes.
Yeah, I think partly at least that.
How did Mac
That and he
get
doesn't want her
there
going in the rocks
then?
where he can.
Like-
To the house?
Yeah.
Mm.
Because he wasn't trying to take her there. He was trying to
Yeah.
take her life.
I don't know. It's a good question.
Yeah, because I just wonder if the rock wall is the same as the flesh wall.
Yeah, I
But
wonder
when
that
they go
too.
to the other side, they can see out. That's
Mm.
what I was thinking.
Is that the other side, or is that still within the bubble?
Well, because you can when they look back, you can see the whole rock and there's an opening.
Yeah.
And so like that's not.
That's the opposite side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's what I was thinking originally. It's like, oh, the rocks are the flesh wall. So if you go to the other side, that's where the flesh wall's gonna be.
But we have to remember too that there's an opening to the Upside Down in Russia as well, so there can't be just the Upside Down in Hawkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think the Upside Down exists all around the world. I don't know why there's this wall and what's on, like, if Vecna's on the other side of that and that's protecting. Because I'm assuming the only entrances to the Upside Down are the gates that he left behind as the floor collapsed in season 4, and then the wall protects his, like, 12 points for the kids to be attached to,
Yeah.
and he doesn't want anyone beyond that wall because he's going to keep the kids there and do what he's going to do to open up the gates to be able to destroy the world or whatever the hell his plan is. So I think Vecna is beyond the wall.
Yeah.
Right.
Probably.
And you can't get to him because you can't get beyond the wall. Because remember, Dustin talks about how there's a frequency coming from the
Right.
wall.
Well, that's
And
how he
then
figures out that it's, like, a circle.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, I just think Vecna's on the other side of the wall and no one's been able to get through it. And the only person that's going to be able to get through it now is Will.
Yeah.
He's going to, because it's
He's
almost
what?
like, yeah, it's almost like like a lock that only, like, your DNA can open or
Right.
whatever, right? Like in some advanced technology or some shit. It's going to be like that, where he walks up and it'll open for Will because he's, like, part Vecna.
So,
He's like,
I'm not trying to change the subject, but thinking about it, why did Eleven think that Vecna was in, like, on the other side of the door? Right? Like, she was just going through that guy's head, and she saw that he was back there. Do you think that guy has seen Vecna, or that's just
No,
like...
I don't think, I think she's felt, like, energy. I don't think she
Maybe.
sees
Yeah.
it. I think she feels, like, the power.
Yeah.
And so she, like, is assuming, oh, that's Vecna. Because she wouldn't think it would be 8.
Yeah, I was very happy to see it be Callie.
Yeah.
Because obviously, there's so much shit around her episode and so much hatred, and that it has, like, kind of this label of being pointless filler.
Yeah.
And it's like, ha ha ha.
Now it's very important.
Now it is very relevant.
Very relevant.
And, I mean, people will still hate that episode. They'll
Yeah.
still be like, it's a bullshit episode. I hate it. I've always liked it. I don't have any issue with it. I never did. I reacted to that season as the show was airing. You can quote me. I had no issue with that. I've never had any issue with it. I like that episode. I think it's a very important episode for Eleven's character.
Yeah.
For her to have growth, for her to find her place. I feel like 11 can't do anything in season 2 until she goes out and meets
Yeah.
Callie, and that's what gives her the, like, unity, the feeling like she can do something. So I've never understood why people think that episode's pointless. I think it has total relevance to the show. I don't get it at all. But now that we're going to see her again, I think she'll die. But yeah, I mean, I had read somewhere that there was 6 confirmed big deaths going to happen.
That would be crazy.
Whether or not that's accurate
Well,
or not,
60.
I don't really want to know.
6 or 7 deaths.
I don't want there to be some kind of like quota that I'm looking for,
No.
where I'm like, okay, that's 2 deaths.
No.
All right, who's the other 4? And like, I don't want to know a number, so
Definitely not.
I'm assuming that's probably BS. But
If it's
okay. In the last episode, you guys had claimed, I'd have to go back and look at it again. I didn't see it at all. But you guys had claimed that they de-aged Winona Ryder for her, like, flashback cameo in Henry Creel's memories that Max was going
not,
through.
but it did look
Because it was
like
Joyce
I
Byers.
didn't think they de-aged her. I thought there was an actress that looked a lot like her, but they were definitely using her voice.
Okay.
Like, they had Winona Ryder's voice.
Yeah.
But I thought it was just an actress that looked like her.
we didn't really.
I mean,
see
I
that.
grew
We saw
up-
her in
Yeah,
the
we'd have to go back and watch.
I grew up on teenage Winona Ryder
Yeah.
and Beetlejuice.
It looked
I
a
know-
lot like her.
I know what she looks like. So
And it sounded like her.
They
So,
have a lot of reference for a young Winona Ryder. So if they were going to de-age, because they obviously did do that with 11 in the previous season, and they did it with Will in this season in the opening.
yeah.
But I don't think, I didn't notice it. It just looked like a different actress. I think we will get more memories
Yeah.
of that time. We'll see Joyce again. I highly doubt we're just going to throw Joyce Byers' name out there
Yeah.
willy-nilly like that.
Definitely not. We're
Somebody
gonna-
else was mentioned in that,
Are we
too.
going to see Hopper?
It was Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was there doing something at like this school.
Henry Creel?
Uh-huh.
I thought there was another name that I heard.
Maybe Hopper.
So, is it saying that Joyce went to school with
With Henry.
Henry?
Mm-hmm.
Which would be
I would
crazy.
assume.
That would be really
So
crazy.
they have to be around the same age,
Yeah.
or like a few years apart if they're in different grades.
I mean, is the
Yeah.
guy who is in the Rainbow Room with 11 when she's not much younger than she is here? Does that guy look old enough to be the same age as Joyce Byers and went to high school with her?
No.
He does. He looks like he's in his 30s.
But
Like
This would
Winona
be-
Ryder looks like she's. I mean, she is in her like early 50s,
Yeah.
right, or late 40s.
I
So
don't
they're
know.
like not even close in age.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's what it said. It just said Henry Creel. So it could have been him younger.
Yeah.
yeah, I
It
don't
could have
know.
been like a elementary and high school combined.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd have to watch that scene again, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I would need to rewatch
One
it
watch
to
is
see.
tough. I mean, we're just trying to take in every single little thing. We're trying to
Yeah.
pay attention to every. That was tough for me. I was watching this and that, just trying to focus on every little thing. But yeah, this is going to take at least a few watches, and I'm sure the girls will watch it a few times.
Another thing. Do you remember when they show like Holly and like the kids he's kidnapped, or like in Will's vision, and like Elliot said one of them looked like
Oh,
Will?
yeah.
I
It
agree.
wasn't, but it looked a lot like
It did look a lot like him.
It did.
Yeah,
So-
It's
because
not
I had
him.
I had thrown out this crazy theory that Will never left the Upside Down.
That wasn't really Will. It was
Yeah.
like his little doppelganger.
Some doppelganger or something that was out there
that
the whole
would
time.
be
The he
crazy.
created.
And then he dies. And then like the real Will comes out, but he's still only like 11.
I mean,
That would be
it
great.
was
He's
that
not
would make
November
sense.
6th,
yeah.
so it would be the same age.
Yeah.
That would make sense because like let's just say that was true. When like the hive mind gets hurt, Will gets hurt as well
Exactly.
because he's like
He's a part of it.
he's a part of it. He was just created out of it.
You can scream.
Right.
We'll have to put this up whenever we're right in the next
Yeah,
one.
we're totally wrong. But
But what if?
I don't know if I subscribe to any of this.
We have theories.
We have theories.
We have potential theories.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think Will and 11 are going to have to team up with Callie.
Yes.
And they're going to have to use
The
their
trio.
powers to take Vecna down alongside of Max, who's going to be able to use she's gonna have information.
Yeah, if she finds out like what that memory is, especially like what scares him about it.
His weakness.
Yeah, his kryptonite.
So one thing to note here is that when Will goes into his Vecna mode and is killing the Demogorgons and fighting back, his eyes kind of turn the same look that Max's have when she's like, I can't see, whatever. So maybe when you are like tethered to Vecna in the Upside Down, your vision goes blank because you can't see in this world. You can only see in that world.
Yeah, I mean,
and
maybe.
so maybe her vision isn't. Like, maybe she will be able to come out of the coma and she will be able to see.
Yeah.
Because he was lit on fire, she couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's possible that Max comes out of this kind of unscathed.
Also, like, Will's eyes just, like, rolled out of the back of his head.
They were
did.
crazy looking.
They did. But it did look like he had...
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like,
that, like
an iris
white,
that were, like, reddish white. Almost like albino.
Crazy. Yeah.
Like Max. But then they rolled back, and I was like, what are the other eyes underneath? They're his upside down eyes.
Yeah. Ooh,
right? The opposite end of your eyes. There's
we
like
all have upside down eyes?
we all have upside down eyes.
I don't like that.
I mean, yeah, your eyes do
back.
go
You can
upside
see.
down.
No.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy.
You're like, hold on, I gotta see in the upside down. Just roll back and use your upside down eyes.
Imagine you roll your eyes too hard and go into the upside down eyes.
No. Oh my god. You roll your eyes too hard. No.
You'd be in the upside down all the time. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Derek is the big new character. He doesn't have a ton of screen time, but we don't get a lot of like new characters, which is good.
I mean,
don't
they
think we
wanted to
have time.
add a new character that wasn't too likable, but wasn't not likable enough for people to like not like him, but wanted to add one that like people wouldn't be like, oh, I just wish we got more of him.
Right.
But they like wanted a new character. So they're like, who can we make that's like not too bad that people will hate him, but not likable enough to like want more of him. I think
Derek's pretty hilarious, honestly.
Specifically, we're like, oh, we don't want new characters.
Yeah,
because I think that's just like too much to have to like focus on them, the new characters, but
establish them and their relationship and like how they act with everyone. Yeah, but I thought Derek was really funny. I don't know, I had a good time with him.
Man,
he was ridiculous.
Robin ain't gonna have much of a relationship left. She keeps blowing Vicky off.
Bad. She's gotta just tell her.
Yeah, she just gotta like be like, you have to understand we're going through a lot right now.
Yeah, like this is not just because I wanted to blow you off.
Yeah.
I feel like she could be a part of the group.
I do
like
too.
she could be like
useful. I don't think she wants to put her in danger.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
So
something might happen to her and she'll be like, okay, I have a lot to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, I've been really enjoying seeing Holly be more of a character. You know, they kind of have this moment where Mike and her have this brother-sister bonding thing. He gives her the cleric
it's very
piece
sweet.
And all of that. And it's like, I feel like Nancy and Mike never have much of a relationship with Holly. Otherwise.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is important.
It's because she's so little. And they're, off
little.
doing their own thing, you know, and so now it's like, It was a good scene. I really liked that scene.
I'm glad that we're pulling from something other than Dungeons and Dragons for once, and there's kind of a lot of focus on A Wrinkle in Time in this one.
And it's got that cool cover, the, like, OG cover.
The OG
that
cover,
was, I forget the artist that did it, but really cool artist who did a bunch of other, like, it's just creepy looking. It doesn't match the tone of the book that much at all.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Because one of the episodes coming up is, what is it, like Escape from Camazotz?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think that's episode 6.
We should all read A Wrinkle in Time before the next season.
Yeah, I'm curious on like hints and whatnot.
Yeah.
In where, because obviously Dungeons and Dragons itself, if you're really well versed in that, then you probably could have used it to guess a lot of what happened in this show thus far, right? Because there's a lot of crossover similarities and whatnot from the lore, and I think that's the case here with A Wrinkle in Time. So, it's making me interested.
Yeah.
to
go find
read
a
it
copy.
before then. I mean, we have till December the 25th for the next 3 episodes, and then a whole week after that for the finale, which we're hopefully going to see in theaters.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
We'll see. I mean, Netflix seems to only put movies out or things in theaters out in Scottsdale, since Wake Up Dead Man is at the same theater as Frankenstein was at.
Oh, okay.
And I'm
was a
assuming
cool
those are
theater,
the
though.
only theaters that they're going to play it at,
Well, we'll drive 100 miles.
which
Yeah.
kind of sucks. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what to think is true about the leaks of like time and whatnot. I saw the next like 4 episodes are supposed to be like 2 hours apiece, but I don't know
Hopefully.
if that's going to be true. The last
Yeah.
episode is for sure about 2 hours.
Yeah.
That I know for sure. Other episodes I saw were like an hour and 20, but now I'm seeing other ones that are saying they're like 2 hours apiece. I don't know what to believe
I hope
there.
so.
I know.
I hope they're 67 hours.
Sorry.
Well, we'll review those episodes when they come out. We'll probably just review the whole thing. We'll just wait till the end, right?
Till the
'Cause,
finale.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But
We
we'll
might be
see.
just high on it and excited and
Yeah.
just want to talk about it.
Maybe.
This is more for fun. I mean, obviously, we're not doing like a detailed, scripted. I'm not scripted, but like note taking.
No, we didn't take
This
any
is just stream
notes.
of
No,
consciousness.
yes we are. Alright, second one. I'm joking.
Yeah. So, any other things? I mean, there's tons of stuff to talk about here, but
Obvious.
just kind of overall thoughts was really more of what we were talking about, and maybe some theories and whatnot.
I want to eat more Thanksgiving dinner.
Me too.
I'm
Yes.
like hungry.
So I guess we're gonna go eat. What do you guys think? What are you looking forward to in the upcoming episodes?
What are you eating for Thanksgiving?
And yeah, I mean, we also have that Hawkins 85 Tales
Oh,
from
yeah.
Hawkins 85 show coming out next year, animated show set between seasons 2 and 3. That I'm looking forward to. So
Yes.
Stranger Things is not coming to an end.
Yeah.
We'll see where it goes. We'll see if we get any other live action shows
Mm-hmm.
in the future. But for
I
now,
hope.
the main storyline will be coming to an end in just over a month. So until then, I guess, huh?
Until then,
Stranger Things is
almost
a
done.
show that I've been with for almost a decade, and I do love, and it's a bummer that it's coming to an end, but honestly probably should have finished like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? This
Sure.
fifth season
This is
should have
about
been
time.
like at least 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But
I'm glad
we're
it's
getting it
so-
when we're getting it.
We should have
Coulda got
season
canceled.
5 when we got season
Oh
4.
my god, that would have been horrible. Imagine.
They wouldn't cancel their biggest show.
Yeah.
This just took way too long, but at least it's happening. Right? So,
We're
Sure,
here.
I'm not complaining
Yeah.
about that.
anything more, ladies?
No.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see you in the comments. Let us know.
Bye.